Good morning or afternoon. A little late, but how's it going? Oh, the chat box was down there, right. How you guys doing? I had a pretty interesting weekend dealing with a lot of, life things that had to come up, but we're chilling. Everything is good or will be good, so. Now I get to play some Magic and enjoy it and hang out with you guys. That was an adorable sleeve. What is that? Show me the sleeve on the right. I like that art quite a bit. I'm good over here though. I don't need a sleeve and a Riz. I'm good on my own. We're jamming Iroh, our level 6 level up deck. Let me look up our lessons and see what uncommons we can add to this. T lesson. There's not that many lessons we can add, but there are a few good ones still. I think Seismic Sense potentially. Less the number of mountains. So that gets better as we don't have teamer colors but not dual types. Unless we energy bend, which is a very funny one too. I don't think it's a good one too, but it's a very funny one too. We can pop an artifact or land. By the way, this card reminded me I played yesterday at Magic. Someone let me borrow their Combustion Man deck. And Sparky Boom Man kinda goes crazy a little bit. Just like as a red attack triggers deck. There was the, I may look at the rest of these real quick, but remind me about, I'll expand this just so I remember. Target player draws 2, then discards 1 target player. That's really expensive, but if you can get it for 1 mana, we might like that. Maybe Mercurial. Artifact or enchantment removal, make an ally, and it gets real big. We're kind of running out of like decent uncommon adds to the Iroh deck. But combustion technique. Hold on. There was a rare enchantment that was super cool in red that I enjoyed from Avatar. It was Firebender Ascension. This card is wild. When this enchantment enters, make a 2/2 with Firebending. Whenever a creature you control attacking causes a triggered ability of that creature to trigger, put a quest counter on this enchantment. Then if it has 4 or more quest counters, you can copy the ability. This does get weird with things like the main issue I saw, not lands, is that it doesn't actually work with equipment all the time. For example, Ultima Weapon it's a triggered ability on the weapon, not on the creature. So when you attack, you wouldn't get this ability twice. But the ability to double up your attack triggers, like I was getting multiple firebending triggers, I was getting multiple Combustion Man triggers. Which whenever he attacks, destroy a permanent unless Combustion Man deals damage equal to the player, equal to that power. So you can hit lands, you can hit problematic creatures. This was like a 7/7 that I dealt 21 damage over the course of a single turn. Sparky Boom Man go crazy. How's it going, Grish? Yes, there is a sideboard that I do not have that is empty. Let's jam some games. Grish, if I showed you Ouroboros decks in Standard, slash Badgermole Cub decks in Standard, because they are absurd and they help me reach the highest rank I've reached so far, which is Diamond. Just in time for the season reset, but like... Also, happy December. How is all of your snow over there? Couldn't be me. It will be me in a few years, it's fine. We, actually, is it snowing here today? It might. It says it is. It's cold outside. There's a 93% chance of snow. This is a spooky commander. When it enters, you get any one of the planets of your choice. Whenever you attack, make a lander, it becomes a creature. Oh, this is our new, Earthbend spell. Uh-oh. Now, I think this is a 5-color deck, right? Or no? Maybe not. We'll see. Platypus bear. Field trip. Is that a lesson? No. It learns. I can't kill that thing. And they won't let me kill that thing. Well, let's see how this goes. Surely this won't go poorly. Oh, Lord. They wanted the white one. Is it just for the lands? Also, I do think they are only in Bant colors, but they can put any one they want into play. Maybe. We'll see if I'm lying. Chocobo Racetrack and Psychrift to go. That's fine with me. You own 60 Avatar cards. You have not purchased any of them. Let me turn this down a little bit. I can't play Iroh right now, so if I do... They can copy whatever they want to now, which is... Yikes. What are the odds if we play Iroh, it lives? I'm sure it'll be fine. Right? You do enjoy that Bosco specifies he's just a bear? Alright, well, that's probably game. Ah, Ulamog. Legitimately, I don't think I can recover in time. But Viviza is a cool commander, though. I do enjoy it. You get to put any one of the planets into play when it enters. We'll do you. We'll do you. We'll hit one of you. We'll pass. I don't think there's a lesson in our bin. No, there is not. Ah, they're gonna snare my mana dork, and I'm just very dead. Look at this. I'm very interested about this deck that is just chock full of rares. We found that. How many rares did we see in this game? 1, or mythics, or mythics. 2, the land doesn't count because that's just the ETB. 3, the growth spiral probably doesn't count because you can craft that at uncommon now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's a good stuff deck. 9. Very dead. But, like, just the commander itself is cool. You can do a lot of cool things, I feel like. Maybe I'll proxy this and build it. Because it's arena only. But, Grish, have you seen the absurd things that Badgermole Cub is doing? Very, very silly things are happening in Standard. We might jam a game if you have not. Actually, yeah, Saturday you guys got a lot of snow from what I remember. It was something like 5 inches, 8 inches, something like that. Rofellos. Hot dog. We're super dead. We're so dead. We're so dead. This is a card that is banned in Commander, but legal over here. You knew it was going to be expensive from the moment you first saw it. It's actually gone up in price since release. It is around the $60 to $80. We'll do this and go here, and I will simply perish. You're not gonna block with him. You go up to 6 mana this turn. What are you gonna do for 6 mana, sir? As you have control, whenever this becomes tapped, untap it and put a counter on it. Oh. Oh. Yeah, that'd do it. Cast Lelves. Play this. Tap this. Pass. Folks at your place got 7 inches the night before Thanksgiving, another foot on Saturday. Only got a foot at your place. Ugh. Oh no, it's even worse actually. Because Ancient Copper Dragon doesn't cost 2 mana. How dead are we? Show me Ulamog. Show me Emrakul, actually. Oh. No, that's pretty bad. That's very bad, actually. Well... How do you like that, opponent? Boom. We're so dead. They have 10 mana dorks. Show me an Eldrazi. Show me Craterhoof. Show me an X spell. What do you think we're gonna see? They're thinking very hard about it. Oh, I forgot that these are forest creatures. Tooth and Nail. Okay, there's Hoof and something else. It doesn't really matter. Hoofendape, okay. Remember that statement where I'm like, oh yeah, we're so dead? It did happen. It did happen, believe it or not. Alright, before we try to jam one more match with this, let me try to show Grish a good game with the Badger Mole Cub, because this is a little silly, Grish. Just a little silly, right? Just a little silly. Believe it or not, 2 Universe Beyond cards are warping a format? Oh, this is a hand. They go first, though, which is the issue. They go first, and they're in the mirror match. This makes things easier, though. Show me Badger Mole Cub. No, Leyline Weaver. Okay. Shock this in. Cast this. Cast Lelves to copy Lelves. There's Badger Mole Cub. They are untapping with 6 mana. The other guy called you out on how many copies of Altar of the Brood you had. Leyline Weaver for a Leyline Weaver. There's an Ouroboros, okay. Alright, how crazy can we go? Oh. Well, I'm gonna play Badger Mole Cub. I will copy Badger Mole Cub. I will animate this land. I will animate this land. All of my mana dorks tap for 3. Let's tap one of them for Growing Rights. Let's find an Ouroboros. Let's cast an Ouroboros. Sure, why not? No attacks. I now have a I now have a Gaia's Cradle. This is turn 3, by the way. This is turn 3. This is turn 3, and both people have this board state. Alright, there's the Mill 7, okay. They found an Ouroboros, that's bad for me. I think we die. But if we don't die, they die on Crackback. Oh, can they do it again? 2, 4, 6. No, they can't. Okay, if they could have done that again, that would have been absurd. They misstacked their triggers and they died for it. Um, 9 mana. This 7/6. Sure. Upgrade. Upgrade. Stack my triggers like this. And send the team. This is turn 4, by the way. This is turn 4 in standard, by the way. Isn't standard so tame compared to, like, modern and legacy? I love it so much, but I also hate it. It's incredible. This is better than them giving us Cruel Tutor. The guy who sold you cards on Saturday called you out on how many copies of Altar of the Brood you've bought. Never calls you out on the Crown of Flames. Only the Altar. Well, that's because the Altar of the Brood is definitely more memorable if they haven't seen Goldspan combo. Because then they know you're a filthy mill player. So yeah, that's Badgermill Cub. That's the state of standard right now. No, not crazy. Not crazy at all. I'm gonna crash out. This is a back-to-back Rafellos. I can PDF. We really need to get rid of Rafellos, right? But I can't. This is even worse. Maybe we'll find an answer. I don't know who goes first. We'll put this guy on the... No, we'll put the other one on the bottom. The lesson. No, we'll put the Vildarin on the bottom. I go first at least, which is nice. Show me Mana Dork. Untap with Hexproof on your Rafellos. Oh, Burgeoning. Oh, that's not bad at all. Yeah, you got it. You sure do, buddy. Let's see what I'm doing here. That would have been good. That would have been actually huge. Yep. Oh, we're so dead. We're so dead. This is fine. Do you want to play a land opponent? You do. We're so dead. If it's a legend, I can't even counter it. If it's a legend or if it's 6 or less, I can't counter it. Oh, 7 or less. Because I have 9 mana. That's pretty good. Alright, settle down. They tapped wrong. Oh, we're so dead. Do you want to put a land into play, opponent? No, you're out of lands. Okay. Can I deal with this board state at all? It's really just Onak Javelineer, and that's maybe enough, and hope they don't draw any gas for the rest of the game. Any gas for the rest of the game. No, you got it. Yeah. Pass to blockers. Sack, go get a land. And then play an... Okay, that's not gas. Yeah, that's fine. I'll play a 5/4. And this land. And we'll hope and pray. No, we're dead. We're so dead. Good game. I cannot kill a Nissa through their board. I'll let them live out their power fantasy dream of getting all of their forests into play, though. Oh, well, that might change things. We're very dead still, but like... Next turn we can Iroh and spell. And we get to get rid of one of their lands too. Oh, it's all coming up Joey today. Boom. Never expect the lesson combat trick. You're an elemental? Yeah, elves get the buff. Easy. Easy. How do you like that, Mapple's opponent? This is so... We're stabilized until they draw, like, an Eldrazi, and then we're super dead. Flashback. Find you. Sure. We really need to get rid of this, lady. Thank goodness we drew a flyer. We are stabilizing almost. You got to run mill against a couple of your cousins on Thanksgiving, milled out all but one player, and managed to slick shot show off for 40 on your next turn? Alright, they're kind of spinning their wheels, unless they aren't. You can make things 5/5s. I'll absolutely block Iroh. I was gonna say, my old man's not doing much of anything. Oh. Oh. It's 5 to kick. They do have... Okay, okay. So we'll kick it here and pay the 1. Yeah. Uh-huh. And then we'll hit Halfling, I guess? Maybe? No, I have a plan. I have a plan. Both attack. Does that change my... Not really. I'll make a 2/2 in the air. Commence him. Again, we're dead to like 1 draw. Any good creature they draw kills me. That's not a good creature, but it is a creature. It means we have to swing both at Nissa. I'm so glad Lava Spur Boots only gives +1/+0 and not +1/+1. There's both attacks, that makes sense. 3/6. We are getting whittled down. Would you like to play a land opponent? I'll cast Iroh. Oh no, we can Firebend the Goose. Firebending Lesson. Hit the Goose. Send 2 here and 3 here. Alright, Nissa down. That's 1 threat dealt with. Can we stabilize? You have so much mana. Don't have anything to do with it, please, I'm begging you. They're looking around frantically. They tapped Raphellis, which they haven't done in several turns. 4, 8, 9. So I can... Yeah, good game. I see. They did draw something good. They did draw exactly what I was worried about. Ah, yes. Well, technically not exactly what I was worried about. I was worried about them hard drawing Hoof, but they just drew an X spell that gets Hoof. I was lured into a false sense of hope. This is fine. But no, the fact that we've got a Spider-Man card that enables an Avatar card is kind of crazy. This is a hand, and I go first. I kind of like everything I'm seeing. They're playing Avatar Aang, so this could go poorly, or it could go well. Moon Mist is not in the format. Ooh, maybe I should have... Nah, well, it'll be fine, right? Maybe I should have Firebent lessened the Delighted Halfling. Oh, what a choice. It's likely they have Aang either way, right? So I probably just do this. I think that's the play. I really should have led Leyline Weaver, I guess. That's fine, though. I can get rid of Aang. Oh, is it for each color among allies you control? Well, I can get rid of Aang. I really need to just ramp out. Grab a mountain. Play this. Play Weaver. Pass. How bad we talking? You get to do anything you want to, opponent. Oh, Earth and Ally does Earthbend. If you've done all 4 this turn, transform Aang. Maybe it's better to get rid of Earth and Ally then, because it can it can Earthbend, but it is pricey. I don't know. This is a tough one. Because I can sack a Mana Dork for... Do you have a Legend? Airbend another target creature. Whenever one or more creatures you control leave the battlefield without dying, you get an experience counter. Yeah. And then they get to draw the card for airbending. Yep. I think this is fine still. Is this fine? Yeah, it's fine. We won't kick, but we will pay. Because there are no shrines in our deck. We do know this. Let's grab a red source. And let's pass the turn. Because I can't do anything else. Make an ally for each experience counter you have. They still don't have white. They have blue, black, red, and green, though. And they're looking at my cards like they want to get rid of one of them. Yeah. No. Equipped creature gets +1/+0 and has flying. So Aang just inherently says whenever Aang attacks, draw a card, by the way. That is something worth noting. Harrow. 2 basics into play untapped. Still not getting white, which is fascinating to me. Can I take 9? Yeah, why not? No blocks. Let's tap you for green. And cast you. Earthbend, then Earthbend. Oh, can I kill them from here, actually? No, surely not, right? 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 19... Um... 8, 16, plus 7, 4, 23. Is that Xaxes? No, it's not Xaxes. But I can hit him for a lot. Oh, it is Xaxes. Hold on. Oh, that was crazy out of nowhere, too. Maybe sandbagging how to start a riot's the play. Because I could have also, I could have held back Leyline Weaver and done it again to give another creature menace and get 2 guaranteed through. So 10, 19... Maybe that's kind of crazy. Maybe Iroh's kind of nutty. Let's go up to 7 though. Not that. Let's go 7. We're gonna use this point immediately, so. Out of left field, Iroh's dangerous. Iroh's one of those you might want to keep Iroh off field because you don't know what Iroh's gonna do on Iroh's turn. Alright, T. Lesson. Yeah, maybe Iroh's spooky. Iroh isn't certainly the quenchiest, though. Alright, what Cracked Earth Technique was... This was a very good add to the deck. Against Toph, an army's greatest mistake is touching the ground. Earthbend X, where X is the number of forests you control. So maybe... So, like, First Day of Class is also really good then, because it gives the creature that enters haste, which means these other effects like Rockalanche or Match the Odds are good. Search for a basic, put into play tapped. Make X food, that doesn't seem like what I want. Because what creature did I have at the end there? I didn't have any, like, actual relevant creatures besides Leyline Weaver. Which Leyline Weaver untapping with Cracked Earth Technique is huge, too. That was super cool. So maybe Whirlwind Technique, I think, is our next add. It's either that or Sokka's Haiku. Because Sokka's Haiku turns into a free counterspell, draw a card, mill 3 on my turn with Iroh out. It's between that, Whirlwind, and one of these make a body cards. Because that's not what I want. That's not what I want. 3 mana, 1 damage to any target, or destroy an artifact at sorcery speed. Man, these lessons were so bad. Like, look at the difference between this card and this card. 3 mana, in sorcery speed. You can ping a thing or bop an artifact. Or, we've got 3 mana, instant speed with flashback. Go until you hit a non-land card. If you have mountains equal to it, if you have more mountains than that mana value, you get to cast it for free. Man, alright, I think it's Whirlwind Technique, because that can end games out of nowhere. Bump you up to 7. Tick something out of our deck. Aetherize is super cool. I think Spellkeeper Weird is too slow. We'll do that. I'm gonna open a pack because I think I get a mythic. Yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna use it on. This card might make it into my my 14 days deck. My all non-magic deck. This is a really cool card because it gets to protect a creature or a spell. Alright, Iroh, you're putting in some work. You're doing crazy things that I would not have expected by level 7. That was a swing out of nowhere too, that last game. I'm enjoying Iroh, and I'm being Iroh is making me realize that maybe you shouldn't underestimate old men who just sit around, because they're not doing nothing. They're plotting and scheming. Well, this deck doesn't have any plotting, and scheme isn't legal in Commander, but you know what I mean. Ooh. I think I lead Gran. Cause this I don't know if this deck can beat Vivisa. We'll find out. It that shall not be named. Listen. Rumble. That can go. We'll put Earthbending Lesson in the bin. And play this. Rumble's not bad. I'm glad we didn't lead with Experimental to accidentally exile this X spell. That would have been bad. I was gonna say, there's no way you don't station that right away, right? Lead with Synthesizer. Hit a land. That is the worst possible spell we could have hit. That's fine. That's fine. I'll find Guru. I'll mill the other 2. Sorry, 3. I'll swing with Gran. I'm so upset we lost Zuko's Exile. That's one of our few ways that we can deal with Vivisa. It's fine. Oh, this is so bad. I need you guys. Honestly, they didn't play a 3-drop, so that's fine. Now I'm really sad that I got rid of that exile card. What if we play Guru? Do we want to play Guru? Yes. I can find a Lesson Shriner Saga. We find Origin of Metal Bending, which is actually good. We can get rid of Synthesizer, which is going to be problematic. I think we're just dead. I legitimately think we're just dead. Yeah. Artifacts and creatures versus just artifacts. This is so bad. We need to get rid of Smithy. Is Smithy spookier or Synthesizer? They've fully stationed up their not Tolarian. I think... I don't know which is worse. I think this one. Gran, you get a buff. If a creature died this turn on their end step. I don't gotta care about that then. Cool. Nah, I'm good. I'll stay on defense. You got it, opponent. Etherize? Yeah. No, this is so bad. Yep. Maybe I should have gotten rid of Synthesizer over the Thousand Moon. I have learned an important lesson. I have learned a most valuable lesson indeed. Ironic, given the theme of the deck. How... What is the scarier thing here? This is done minus the ability to just pump out tokens. They can't do any... I can't deal with that. Let the record show. Not until next turn. Maybe we just try to hold out for a turn. Oh, never mind. No, this is great. I am having a great time. Grab a blue source. I played my land for turn. Let's pop your Synthesizer. Oh no. Swing with Gran. Trust the process. Discard Firebending Lesson. Cast this to now pop this to buff up Iroh. I would have gone below the mana I needed. Alright. We're not dead, but we're very close. Double block, take 8. Double block, take 6. What if we just... What if we did take it? No. No. We can't take it. We cannot afford to take it. Uh-huh. You get to populate a random guy. I think I'm not making it out of here, but we'll find out. Wait, what did they pop? Oh, they can pop. Oh, that's so cool. Or not, I guess. I thought they were gonna do something sick. Instead, they just were medium. Grab this. Grab... Is there anything that actually, like, keeps me alive here? Let's turn... Let's see. Etherize seems bad, right? Let's turn their commander off. Let's... Lost Days, one of you. Earthbending Lesson a land, and... I don't know. I just work here. Yeah, we'll hit this random land. And then... Perish, I think. We can keep Iroh alive to loot, but that really doesn't do anything, right? No attacks. Yeah, we're just dead all around. Good game. Because we have to sack Iroh to this. Okay. Sure. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's not Xaxes if we block everything, but like, there's no way we're coming back from this. So I'll just take it on the chin. Make a copy of your Panharmonicon. Oh, populate is specifically a creature token. That's why they're not populating the Mustard of the Departed. Okay. I keep forgetting that Vivisa is not an artifact. They just make artifacts. I'll take it on the dome. Milling over that Zuko's Exile really hurt. I think we have too many high mana artifacts for this to be relevant. Or high mana instants that we want to cast twice. But no, Vivisa is definitely one of the cards that we will match into until... Honestly, after playing Iroh a little bit more, maybe even after Iroh is weighted properly. Because I believe that the way weighting works in Brawl is that they don't have data to weight commanders appropriately. So they kind of just throw them in the mix and you can get put in with anything. Like, Iroh can match into Azula, can match into Mythweaver Pawk, can match into Vivisa. I'm assuming that's how it works. And like, you have a higher chance of matching into horrible decks to play against with newer cards. Could be wrong. That's how I feel it is, though. Someone locally built a Bant airbending deck, and I'm terrified. That probably means Doc Orlock and the like. This is a hand. This is a handful of do nothing immediately, but like, neither are they. We can lead PDF into Field Trip. Or if we don't get our land, Aang's Journey, and hold up like a basic island for shore up. That's sorcery. That's a sorcery. So we just have one instant. A Flood Farm Verge, you say? Okay, we will be field tripping instead of Aang's Journeying. I was like, wait, you can't use that? That's white and blue. Oh. The alt art of it really threw me off for a second. Ooh. Grand's good. You wouldn't... He's just a little guy. You wouldn't kill a little guy. They don't have green. Which makes me feel like they are up to something. Scry 1. Okay. Maybe it's two mid decks fighting against each other. That would be nice. I would like that. New plan. Play the thing that gets me 2 mana next turn, not 1. And while I want to deploy Gran, I would rather shore up my Snapping Void Maw if possible. I do think Field Trip and Aang's Journey are probably better here next turn, though. Because I don't want to, like, run out Iroh into a board wipe. Dang, a lot to learn. Do I think that they would do that now? Whenever another creature you control dies, put a counter on Aang. I don't think they would do... They might board wipe, right? Nah, we're gonna make sure we have lands. We can Gran Aang's Journey, Intro to Prophecy. I like that. Or we can Field Trip. Let's Field Trip Aang's Journey. Field Trip, grab a forest. Drop Intro to Prophecy. Land for turn. Play Aang's Journey. Get a blue source. Like, not much is happening, but also, that's fine. I don't have a way to get colorless. I just realized this is a turtle. I never read the creature type besides Eldrazi on Snapping Voidcraw. What? That's gotta go. That's 100% gotta go. I will exile that for sure. I'm not gonna block with Gran. You're good if you want. If you don't want, you might have tricks. Okay, you don't have tricks. I am so glad. 5. Is this an instant? It is. Oh. Well, this has to go now.
That's rough, buddy.
Oh, Gran turned on my lesson. Yep. Doubles it up. Whenever you put more counters on a creature, you can gain that much life. Do that. Da-da-da-da. Alright, they're gonna earthbend different lands. You should gain, like, you're gaining 2 no matter what, right? Yeah. You don't want to swing with Katara. Let the record show you do not want to swing with Katara. Okay, they know. They know about PDF. No blocks. I can go to 20, that's fine, right? Cycle of Renewal, sack a forest, get a mountain... Mountain? First day of class. First day of class. Learn. Iroh. We can field trip, have 1 up still. Grab a forest. Just ramp for days. Discard this Lelves. Intro to Prophecy. These can both go bottom. Zuko's Exile on Katara? What does that do? That's fine. I'm still thinking. Sorry. Yeah, no. Sack a land. Autopay. This, go get a green and a blue. I should have done that differently. Okay. And just let that fizzle? Yeah, we'll let it fizzle. We have made a lot of mana. They have 5 lands. 2 of them are on the battle as creatures. I think if they crack a clue, they're fishing. When this dies, if there's a lesson in your bin, gain 2. There is not, so they will not. Okay, we might need to kill these glider kids. I think we gotta kill these guys. Because they've gotten in like 6 or 8 damage so far. Okay. Reach, first time flyer. I kind of just want to keep holding these things over their head. I can discard a card. I think we'll drop the flyer. Elemental summoning. Elemental summoning. It's weird that when you go to cast a spell from your graveyard, you have to pay because it's no longer in your graveyard when you will go to pay for it. I'll keep the Onak in hand. 5, 10. We can cast him again. It's fine. They're thinking. Oh, this would be a good time to get rid of Iroh. Yeah, no thank you. Which means I probably should get rid of the wall top sentries. Get rid of that mana. Do this. I still don't have any shrines. Blue source. End turn. Alright, so they'll be fishing for a board wipe if they don't have one. And that's fine with me, just because we're so far ahead on mana. Yeah, okay. That's a game for us. Iroh goes up 1. We're running... Do I put Haiku in right now? I feel like Haiku is one of those where it's like, if you're hurting for lessons, you can run it, but I don't know is that we are hurting for lessons. We can do a draft if we get another win. Because, like, we can't add rares yet, but how many lessons do we have? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Like a quarter of our deck almost is lessons. A fifth of our deck, I guess it's better to say. Let's go uncommon. Collected and not collected. And let's go sorceries and instants. And see what we can work with here. I forgot I'd still had coffee. This is great. This was printed at common rarity? What do you mean, game? What do you mean, Mystic Tutors and uncommon? Huh? I guess that makes sense. Like, it's one of those old cards that was... Because wasn't, hold on a second, let me check a thing. Wasn't... Let me check Rhystic Study real quick. From Prophecy. Oh, yeah. Rhystic Study is pauper legal. You can put Rhystic Study into the deck from the beginning. Do we want to do that? I don't think so. I forgot that there's some really weird commons and uncommons. absorb identity. You may have shapeshifters you control become copies of a creature that gets bounced. That's really funny. Can we do something, like, not in this deck, but that'd be kind of cool. Look at Lord Xander. Alright. Copy it if you control a Planeswalker, Cleric, Druid, Shaman, Warlock, or Wizard. Which Iroh is none of those. A Noble and an Ally. I forgot that there's some real weird commons and uncommons. How do we feel about Into Graveyard? How do we feel about Into Graveyard? Counter target artifact or enchantment, or an activated or triggered ability. 2 niche. Counter a spell, put it into hand instead. Don't want that. Look at the top 3. 1 into hand, rest into bin. Maybe. Actually, is strategic planning common? I feel like that could be common. Did I spell that wrong? No. Why are you yelling at me then, game? I did spell it wrong. I spelled Stragatic. Strategic planning is pauper legal. It can go into our deck without any substitutions. Nope, not that. Considering this might actually... Yeah, this is just a 1-for-1 for this. Okay. We'll bring that in. It is common rarity, so we don't have to make any substitutions. Look at the top 4. 1 into hand, rest into bin. Also... Actually, this choose... Okay. The choose 1 ability at instant speed means that on an opponent's turn, I can do this. Like, I can counter a spell, and then later, I can do the top effect for Iroh. That sounds super cool. Do we go into, like, a modal theme for this deck? Put up to 2 instant or sorceries. Reveal the top 5. Put 2 instant or sorceries into hand. The rest into the bin. Target player shuffles 4 cards from graveyard into the library. You look at the top 4 cards. Put 1 of those cards in the hand. The rest on bottom is meh. This card is crazy. Not in this deck. Scour for Scrat, 4-drop, instant speed, choose 1 or both, get an artifact from your library and from your graveyard. Draw 4 cards, but it's not going to cost 1, unfortunately. Split the spoils. Nope. Cathartic Parting. No. Guy's Blessing doesn't sound good for me. Reveal the top 5 cards. You can put a creature card from among them into your hand. Put the rest into your bin. Or put... This gets Grand. We don't care if most of our instants and sorceries go to the bin. You happen on a glade. Search for 2 basic forests. Search for 3 basic forests instead of 2. Actually, that doesn't sound bad. 3-drop. Don't I have like a 3-drop get a forest? Oh, but it's learn, so I get to discard 2. Okay. Ral's Outburst. 3 damage to any target, but also look at the top 2. 1 into bin, 1 in the grave. Reveal the top 5 cards of your library. An opponent chooses 1 of those piles. Put that pile into the hand, the other into the bin. Struggle to survive. Seek a mountain card, a forest card, and a non-mountain, non-forest land card. Put 1 of them into the graveyard, battlefield, and 1 of them into the... Hold on. Okay, so Seek, we'll get a mountain, we'll get a forest, and we'll get an island. Or something random. And one of them will go into play, one will stay in hand, and one will go to the bin? Is that how I'm... So, like, this is 3 mana, get 3 lands out of my deck. It doesn't put them into... Like, it doesn't get them all, but, like... I'm considering this. Anytime I see an alchemy card, I'm intrigued, actually. I wonder if there's a way to, like, search directly for alchemy cards. So I like all of those. Which do I like the most? I really do like the modal aspect of Confounding Riddle. So I think we'll drop both of these and bring in Riddle. But what do we cut? Also, I still don't... Even though it's legal, I don't think I'm going to put Rhystic Study into this deck. I feel like it would just bump up the, like, weight of the deck needlessly. Unak Javelineer, I don't want to get rid of, but it's getting close to maybe being cut. First Day of Class popped off that game. Omen of the Forge is a way to use my firebending mana. Maybe we drop Fractal Summoning. Like, it's not actually good with Iroh. It's just another lesson in the graveyard. I think we'll do that. As weird as it sounds to be cutting a lesson. An X-Spell lesson doesn't make sense to me. Especially because we're flashbacking it for 1, which means we won't get to pay X into it. Yeah, no, that would be silly. Okay. I talked myself into it, guys. Okay, between the games, Mad MTG Dream... Between games, I'm gonna look outside, because I heard people already saying they're not going to Magic, and I'm like, but why? Lesson, get a land. Lesson, get a land. A Reach a Death Toucher that dies and gives me more 2 life. So I'm gaining 6 life over the course of a couple turns. It might not be enough for Azula. Azula go crazy. Never mind, I got a 1/1. Let's go. What do you have for free? Oh, what if they had, like, the black kill spell, or... Young Peasy? I would really like... not a mountain. I will grab a forest. I think they have the counterspell. I think they've got a free counterspell. Alright, next turn. We'll PDF, I guess. Gutter Snipe, we're... Uh-huh. Yeah, you got it. Thinking. Let's PDF this turn. I do think I could throw both in front of a Gutter Snipe and be fine with that if it didn't die. Here comes Azula? Question mark? You wouldn't dare. I'll bite. Now I'm confused. I'm so confused. I'll play a Reach Death Toucher. Okay. Shock it in. Sure. Before anything else, you got... Oh, okay, sure. Hi, Dark Ritual. What are you doing now? Prismari command, okay. Killing my guy. Draw 2, trash 2. I like this song a lot. This is Sliding on a Slippery Slope from DJ Cutman and Beaupert. What do they discard? Wash Away and Ral, okay. Stomp and a land. I'll gain a bit of life. Oh, they've got like a bunch of... Okay, we're probably dead here, maybe. There's a chance we're dead here. Show me 2 pump spells. No, they let the mana go. I can put a permanent from among them into my hand. Yeah. We be gaining life. We be getting life for days. I'll grab... Let me look at my graveyard real quick. Just like looking at the... I guess it doesn't matter. I'll grab a forest. And play my cadets. It does have firebending. This is true. I'm confused about the... You know... Yeah, sure, I'll discard a mountain. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe I'll discard this and go for Cracked Earth. That seems good to me. Yeah. Show me counterspell. 4, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So we get Iroh. We do gain a bit of life. So we're stabilizing, right? Because I'll play Iroh. And then... Cracked Earth. Gain an amount of life. Try it again. If they draw a kill spell, we die, but like, that's fine. We can gain so much life from our lessons. Sure, I'll block 1. Target instant or sorcery gains flashback until end of turn. Okay, sure. Rumble. Earthbending lesson. Aang's journey. Not kicked. Grab a island. You don't have any artifacts or enchantments, so we'll do this. Grab another island? Sure. I'll attack with this one too. Interesting. Do we get a shame scoop? No. Block here, block here. Sure. Take action. Bring some lands back. Yeah, pass the end step. It's the quenchiest. Nothing I can do. I think I win this fight unless something crazy happens with Azula combat tricks. That's pretty good. You gotta take it up one? You know you want to. Maybe I should not have Origin of Metal Bending. Maybe that was the bad idea. This old man's real good at making tea. Down to 7. Land for turn. Okay. Interesting. I'm very confused. You know I can just do it in response too, right? Like... Ah, I see. They get to copy it, right? So they think they got me here because of it? Okay. Good game. Good game. It was close. Azula was too rash, thinking that she could take on Iroh at this point in time. Tricky, 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 tricky. Okay, we can go up a level, which means we get to add another uncommon to our deck. And I guess we got a pack, and we could draft? Can we sealed? I don't think we can sealed. Sealed costs more than draft, I think. We'll find out in a second. Secret tunnel. I can't add tunnel to the deck. I thought about it, but I was like, wait, that's a rare. We are so far away from adding rares to our deck. Uncommon. Instant sorcery. From all of Magic, but actually we'll type Graveyard. Because we wanted Gather the Pack? What did Dragonfly Swarm do? When it dies, it draws a card if there's a lesson, and it flies. What did Glimpse of the Core do? Not anything I want to. Okay. Choose one, get a basic forest, and return a... Oh, or return a cave. Okay. Let's bring in Gather the Pack. And drop... We're kind of getting close to running out of things to drop besides, like, random firebending shenanigan stuff. Voldaren Stinger. I think this random one drop that is a mana sink probably goes over, like, Instant Ramen, which gives me another card, which might be a lesson. I think that's the case. That's what we'll do. Go up to level 9. Alright, if we can sealed, I think we'll sealed, but I don't think we can. I think that's 15k. Limited. Show me traditional sealed or sealed. Oh, it's just gems, right. I forgot about that. Same thing for traditional sealed? Yeah. That's cool. I forgot about, like, the faction thing. Pool is guaranteed to have one Azula on the hunt. Zuko Exiled Prince. Toph Blind Bandit. Interesting. And what about Quick Draft? I can do that. Yo, Final Fantasy's in? Oh, it's Jump Into. Okay, never mind. Since when were these 5k? I thought these would be like 10k. Oh, it's Quick Draft versus Premier Draft. Okay. Hold on. 1600, 1400. So 4 wins gets me almost enough. How much? Where's Quick Draft? 750. Okay, so you have more. You have to go more wins to break even. Okay. Let's run one more Iroh game, and then we will do a quick draft, I think. Depending on how much time it is. Depending on how we're doing. Man, I loved Kefka. Kefka was a super fun deck to do this with. Just because of how many artifact creatures and enchantment creatures exist. It also didn't hurt that we got to run Ancient Tomb before it got banned. Because Ancient Tomb is an uncommon, actually. Or was an uncommon at one point. That one was pretty crazy. High Bay, Forest Guardian, so we're dealing with shrines. I don't think I mind this. I have a 2/3/4 drop. For each legendary shrine, make a 1/1. Show me a spell, opponent. Yeah, we have a nice little 2/3/4 curve. 2/3/4 into elemental summoning, buff something with Guru. What do we mill here? 1 lesson? A pretty good one, too. What you doing, opponent? You wouldn't blow up my platypus bear, would you? Oh, man. That's probably the worst thing for us. We'll drop a forest because we need to find an answer. That's not an answer. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They have a rest in peace? Can we find Origin of Metal Bending? Nope. We're gonna beat him down with a 6-5 in a turn or two. That's our plan. Or do we play Iroh? If they tap out, we play Iroh. If they don't, we play Tanuki. Is that the right play? We're so dead. We're so dead here. They shock something in. Journey to Nowhere. Okay. Sure. Platypus Bear is useless, but like, we can soak up more damage later. Oh, we did say it. We'll play Iroh. This is... You're not even playing shrines. You found the Honden. Okay. I'll send an Iroh. Ramen. Sure. Pass damage, I'll blow up Setessan. Take action. Go get a land. That's fine, we'll grab an island here. I don't see how we're making it out of this because we can't... We need to draw both Zuko's Exile and the Lesson, right? Oh, that spirit's cool. That one's not. I don't like that one. Alright, maybe we need like a destroy all enchantments uncommon. Surely there's one of those. No blocks, you got it. How crazy are we gonna go? They're gonna get like the red one or something that takes out everything. 3, 5. They'll get the one that can kill something with toughness. Equal to the number of shrines, right? If an ability of another shrine triggers, it triggers again. Okay. So we're not horrible off. We're just bad off. Man, getting hit with a turn 2 Rest in Peace against my Graveyard Matters deck is possibly the worst feeling. This might be worse than exiling the card I need with an Experimental Synthesizer. Isn't that supposed to trigger again? Oh, while you control 6 or more shrines. Okay, yep. They're gonna draw so many cards. Oh no. Oh no. Shock it in, sure. Uh-huh. X damage, where X is the number of shrines you control. Yeah. I'll block High Bay. I kind of want them to, like, draw their deck. Now, anything I play just dies guaranteed. Like, we do know that. But, like, will they deck out? Probably not. They can probably kill me well before they deck out with 74 cards in a deck. But they will be drawing a lot of cards. Ah, we will be dying at just as fast a rate. If not faster, because we do double lose our life now. They have so many cards in hand. Yay, high bay. Cute. Oh, just go get 5 lands. The shrines from Avatar were so nice to the shrine stack. Like, absurdly good to the shrine stack. Also, they ran out of basics. Which is very funny to me. Why are you running a shrine? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. You mean to tell me you're not even running a basic of each type? What do you mean you're not even running a basic land of each type? Yep. Technically should have done that in combat. That's fine. We're just dead right now, though, right? Like, these double trigger, good game. Ah, the rip right off the bat was brutal. Because we could have ramped, and then we could have done all of these twice. Yeah, you're out of lands, right? Yeah. Why are you only running one basic of not even every type? Trigger, trigger. And now they're gonna cast spells and not just kill me, by the way. Let the record show. Yep. They're gonna cast all of the spells they can in hand before they kill me. Yeah, you got it. What I would do for an Aetherize. I don't think it would help me, actually, right? Unless they played, like, another shrine that gets them more cards, yeah. They're clever, they're attacking around... No, they're not, they're just sending all my... It would have been so much easier to just attack all and unclick the bird. Nope, you got it. That was brutal. And they slow played a lightning bolt too, by the way. Not the slow play lightning bolt. Alright. Actually, lightning bolt. Lightning bolt doesn't sound bad for Iroh. Bolt's common, right? Hold on. Together we go. Lightning bolt. Yes, it is pauper legal, which means we can add it to our deck. What versions do I have? I have the cool one. I'll heart that one. It's so blurry. Hey, can I craft this for a common? An uncommon, but it'll work. Never mind. My new friend. Add to deck. We need to cut a card. This random 1-drop will also go. Friendship with cool Japanese mystical archives lightning bolt is over. Say hello to my friendship with Azula that is blurry. What is this card? When this enters, conjure lightning bolt into your hand, then discard a card. And whenever it attacks, you'll make a duplicate of token into your hand. Alright. Wasn't there also one that shuffles lightning bolt into your deck? I don't have it, I'm assuming. Not collected. Yeah, Toralf's Disciple. Whenever this creature attacks, conjure 4 lightning bolts into your library. What does this say? When it enters, conjure a card named Lightning Bolt into your library. It perpetually gains Storm, then Shuffle. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, draw a card? It's not that incarnation, it's the Otter incarnation. Man, we get some really cool alchemy cards. I didn't know this existed. We get some really cool alchemy cards on Arena. Okay, let's draft. Let's do 1 draft before I call it. Surely this won't take a long time. Premier draft. 10k. How bad could this go? We're gonna get all of the good cards, including a Badger Mole, which will translate into gems because I have 4. Sorry, a Badger Mole cub, I should clarify, not a Badger Mole. Actually, I'm curious what archetype we will build. I also don't know how good this, like, Final Fantasy draft was one of my favorite drafts that I've done to date. I don't know how this will compare. How good it is Avatar draft. MTG. Good and bomb heavy, with many game-winning rares. Okay, but like, what do people say about it? Not the AI. 1 or more players did not ready up in time. How dare you? I'll ready up. I don't know. We'll see. I will reserve my judgment until I actually play the draft. I think that I just also clicked with what MTG Final Fantasy was trying to do with their draft archetypes. There's a random screw on my desk, and I don't... Like, it's for my desk, but I don't know where on my desk it is for. Oh! Legend of Kyoshi. Draw a lot of cards. Earthbend, cards in hand. And then lands have Trample and Hexproof. X-Men of any one color, where X is the greatest power among... I mean, that's nothing if not splashy, but it can also draw me a lot of cards if I have a creature in play. Even if I have like a 3-drop in play on turn 6 when I'm Hellbent. Seems a bit drafty in here. Oh man, you should see Outside then. I haven't seen Outside actually. Tap an untapped ally, exile a card from a graveyard. Or Earthbend. What did they get in there? Hold on. They took a card that was not 2 rares. What did they take? They took a random uncommon? I'll take Toph. Toph is in my colors so far. Guys, I'm scared of this guy to my right. What are they drafting? Firebending. I think the Sages are good, right? Just a 2-drop that guarantees me a mana? It's better than Turtle Duck. Airbend a non-land permanent. Yeah, we'll take the Firebending Sage or Fire Sages. Yo, somebody's gonna pop off with double Sokka. Somebody's gonna go crazy with double Sokka. I can reveal a creature or land card. If they're anything like me, they'd be drafting Jank. On pack 1, pick 1, taking an uncommon means I don't think they're Jank drafting. Mountain Cycling's good. This finds a creature? Mill 3, put a land among them. If I don't, da-da-da. Red, white, and blue. I don't think I take Sokka. I do think I take Seismic Sense. Passing double Sokka is very funny, though. Somebody's gonna take Sokka because they don't have any solid colors they're in, and then they'll get past the other Sokka, and it's gonna go crazy. I really hope I don't match into them. Like, look at this. Look at this deck we're drafting so far. Maybe they got, like, a... what could they have gotten? No, I don't think I want that. Sparky Sparky Boom Man. It's Boom Man or the origin of metal bending? Popping an artifact or enchantment or giving, We'll take this because it's a lesson, and we do have lesson payoffs with this, Toph. Invasion Tactics. When this enters, creatures get a buff. When allies deal combat damage, draw a card. Or make some firebenders. At instant speed. It's between Invasion Tactics and the Water Skin, actually. I'll take the Water Skin. I'm not seeing a lot of blue rotating over. In fact, I'm seeing 0 blue come over, by the way. Shrine or Mountain Cycling. We'll take the Mountain Cycling. I'm seeing 0 blue come over. I think I know what colors they're in. 0 blue and very little green, actually. Oh, we've rotated all the way back around. Giant Koi, How to Start a Riot's fine. As long as you control a land creature or a land entered. Or when it enters, you can drop a card to draw a card. Human Warrior Performer, Human Archer. I like the idea of a 4-drop 4/4. Sure. Sure? We'll take removal. I think everybody over here is like white-blue. Which means Sokka probably made it at least this far. If not, was swiped up over here. And considering someone is in... maybe I should have made that guy that, the spell that made 2 firebenders. You did Baldur's Gate draft and very Sure, why not? I don't think this will make it in. Foggy Swamp Visions. Tiger Dillo. This pack is bad for what I was trying to do. So we'll take this because we're already splashing black in our sideboard, right? Waterbend X. Weird. Or we can... We can build towards Naya, maybe. Oh, it's exile cards from graveyards. And they don't even get haste. We'll take this. Mai is spicy. What is Earthbendel? Earthbend 2, when you do, up to 1 target creature fights target creature an opponent controls. A green got picked off fairly early on. I don't want to leave Mai, just because a 2-drop 2/2 first striker that pings people when they deal like cast non-creature spells, like that's solid. But I'm gonna try to stay in green. Draw a card. If a graveyard has 20 or more cards in it, draw 3 instead. Size makes sense. Creatures with flying get a buff. I'll take the mana dorks. Easy. Whoops. Earth an ally. How many allies do I have? I have 1. True Ancestry. Return a permanent from graveyard to hand. Can't be blocked by creatures power 2 or less. That's the guy I took before. We're gonna take the bring back a card spell, right? Yeah. It's honest work. Humble Merchant. Walltop Sentries is a reach Death Toucher. It's that or the lesson card that lets us loot. Our 3-drop slot is low. I'll take a 3-drop. Low and Lee, Badger Mole. Creatures with counters on them have trample. Lands you control have trample and hexproof. Or just generic good exile. It's super hard not to pass up on generic good exile. Or to pass up on it. When this dies, Earthbend 2. Lands in my colors. Or ramp. This ramps directly into play, we'll take it. Bitter work. We'll take it. Now we're back to the beginning. Enters, put a counter on each of up to 2 creatures you control. Can't attack or block unless I control another creature power 4 or greater, or mountain cycling. I'll take a guy that buffs the guys. This is forest cycling. Or this earthbends. I think we'll take the earthbending. Seismic Sense rotated back around, which is good. Okay, people are firmly out of green now, by the way. Just a hunch. When this enters Scry 1, sure. Something tells me people are out of the green colors. You know. This is a crazy card to be passing. This might make somebody pivot last minute, though. When Flopsy enters, put a counter on each creature you control. Each creature you control with power 4 or greater can't be blocked by more than one creature. The Earth King is what we bring here. Because this is ramp for days, which we like. I think Rocky Rebuke rolls back around. Obsessive Pursuit is good, and we can maybe splash it. It's that or take Meditation Pool. No, the Sabertooth. I'll take this just because this is good. I'll value draft this. I think Shattering Spree can come out. High Foggy Swamp Visions. How many allies am I at? Still like, 4. Not enough. Sack a land, search for 2. Or Sparky Boom Man. I like our upper end finishers. Okay. I think Sparky Boom Man could roll around. Maybe. A Fire Lord Azula is spicy, but I think we have to pass on it. We are definitely not in Grixis colors. Fire Nation attacks came back, but we have another Origin of Metal Bending. I think we're going for like a defensive style, not creature-focused removal. And we're back to pick 6. Cycle of Renewal did... Oh yeah, we're easily getting a Cycle of Renewal then. Another creature power 2 or less can't be blocked this turn. Maybe I should have passed up on the Origin of Metal Bending way back then. I forgot that they're not in green. There's no way Ozai rolls back around, though. The Origin of Metal Bending. Toph got real mad. True. This is good, but I like this. What a crazy pass, pick 7. What a crazy pass, pick 7. And now we're back to... No, we're not back to our original. We've got one more pick that I haven't seen before. Right? Rocky Rebuke. Easy. Now we're back to our original. Seismic Sense. What is this? Alright. Whenever one of our allies deals damage, we have 5 allies. I'll take the fixing. This will actually go into sideboard. This can go into deck. This can go into sideboard. We've got to make some cuts still. We have too many actually on card. Like, this can go, this can go. Maybe we were on one Seismic Sense? I think... Because let me see. This is fixing. This is protection. This is fixing and or... Like, fixing or mana. Like, lining up mana. Removal. Fixing... Recursion, I guess? And then random creatures? Or random cards? Alright, maybe we have too much ramp. Maybe we have too much ramp. Whenever you attack with one or more creatures with power 4 or greater, draw a card. This can go. This can stay. But we can't get this random cave. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if we got the Cave of Two Lovers and we got Secret Tunnel? Alright, this is removal. We're very removal light. I should have taken a Rocky Rebuke way earlier. This is fixing, technically. This will often be online. Search for a mountain or a cave. Earthbend 3. I think we can go down a Badger Mole, especially because we have Kyoshi. We have to drop 6 cards still. And we have way too much ramp. Shared Roots. We might be able to drop a... But this finds creatures too. Let's drop the cave, because it takes too long. Let's drop... I like Badger Mole. We don't have a way to get, like, once we've Earthbent, to get more things. What are we at? What's our curve? 3.3, 13 creatures. Some instants and sorceries. Let me look at our curve again. Crazy pick one. I can't believe I got I passed down an Ozai though. Part of me is like, maybe we should have still like held on to that, splashed for it, but that would have been way too ambitious. All right, how many instants are like? We're not really doing instant things, right? The best we can do is like hold up Origin Metal Bending. I guess just Rocky Rebuke. Yeah, these aren't bad. Reach, Forest Cycling. Let's drop Mongoose Lizard. This is tough. Let me look at this. This feels like not what our deck is trying to do. This feels fine-ish. We'll consider dropping it. That's what our deck is trying to do. What our deck is trying to do. This is going to be great. I like this. Death Touch. Oh, I just realized this land becomes an island. That's very funny. So technically, we're running Teamer. Yeah, we'll cut you. Maybe a Seismic Sense. I feel like we have to, just because, like, it replaces itself, but what if we get this on, like, turn 1 or 2, and it's not what we need? It feels bad dropping 2, though. What would happen if we dropped this? That's kind of one way to make our creatures just a little bit bigger. I guess Toph is our way to keep making things bigger. Also, Seismic Sense is a lesson. So we'll go down a soldier and up a lesson. And down a land? That seems incorrect. But why not? Our curve is 3.3. What's the worst that could happen? What if we dropped a Cycle of Renewal? I'll run it once like this and see if there's anything we dislike. That's what I think we'll do. And I want to look outside while we load into a match. Hey, there's a lot of snow outside. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. This is spicy. I like it. Do I go first? Yeah. Shared roots for a mountain, and we're cooking. Not really. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking, because we can water skin into Toph. Into another shared roots. We are cooking. What is this? White Lotus tile. Huh. X is the greatest number of creature types you control that have a type in common. So we're down 6 already. That's fine, right? What if we play Badger Mole instead? Make a 4/4 that eats up a little bit of removal, maybe? And then probably eats up the removal outside of Toph. even better if they, like, spend a 1. Okay. That's fine. One, two, three, four, 5. 5 is not 6. This makes me sad. Did your rank battles to get the chestnut height? People have figured out they can pose in front of a flexing macho. Yeah. Yeah. I will discard... this card, I think, to get that back. They get a mountain or a cave. Oh, man. Somebody's gonna have Cave of Two Lovers and Secret Tunnel, right? Porcupine. Spicy. We will Mountain Cycle. For The Legend of Kyoshi. Or the Earth King? Yeah, we'll get out the Earth King. Whenever you cast a spell, Earthbend 1. Oh! Oh. That many lands. We'll get another mountain here. This deck go crazy. This deck go crazy, actually. Toph is absurd. So we can get 4 lands if we want. They probably have like an Ozai, right? Yeah, this card's good. Read it. That many basic land cards. Cool. Can't deal with that. All activated and triggered abilities. Oh. So they can make... Oh. Ko can actually benefit from Toph's abilities. You didn't need to do that, opponent, but that's fine. Thank goodness. Yeet. Next to combat. I would like some lands, please. This deck kind of goes crazy. Hit him with a thanks. Yup. You gotta always have a backup plan. You'll swing with the 3. No, I don't know. I don't think you can swing with the 3/3. I just have like a crazy solid deck. Nothing that gives trample. Size makes sense. Find second Toph? Get back Zuko's Exile? What would kill me here? An Ozai? I don't think I die to an Ozai. Right? They're fishing for an answer. I don't think they have. They would need a board wipe, and even a board wipe wouldn't do it because they have to get rid of Legend of Kyoshi. Alright, yeah, that's probably game. That is most definitely game. What a crazy deck. We're gonna get bopped by something, though. Something's gonna bop us. Yeah, you got it. Earth King and Toph, both. Very good. Very, very good. The fact that lessons let me, like, if I Earthbend 2, that a lesson would let me bring it up to 4. Oh. Bosco is a bear. Ooh, a poo-poo UFO. There's some interesting things. I need to play more matches and draft more, but it's gonna be hard to beat Final Fantasy Draft. Final Fantasy Draft was very fun. Balthier. Oh, it's Balthier and Fran. Look at that. Seismic Sense, Origin of Metal Bending. See, this is where I don't think I actually cast anything on turn 1 or 2. Or, we'll cast something on 3. Sure. Or maybe we do. Yeah. No, we won't, because if we do it on 4 when we cast Toph, we can Earthbend 2. Oh, look at that sliver. That's cool. Like a magmatic sliver. Yo, the sliver's got combos. Sliver's got combos. Jab. Oh. It's got jab, jab, overhead. White. Okay. Just in case, we'll do this now. I don't know if they have, like, blue counter magic or anything. Whenever an ally enters, put a counter on this creature. Under your control? Yes, under your control. Okay. I'll play Toph. I'll discard Mountain or Captives. I'll discard Captives. Seismic Sense. Earthbend 2. Find Rumble Arena or Raucous Audience. I'll take the Mana Dorks. It'll be fine. Will Toph live? Non-land permanent card, and so they have to hit the audience. Okay. They know I have protection. We'll throw it here, just for a little bit of, Oh, maybe I shouldn't be sacrificing all these mountains. Earthbending is a crazy mechanic. The more I play with it, the more I'm like, hold on a second. Okay. Does that have, like, waterbending or something? I think you have a trick. That's fine, though. I'll dump my hand. Show me Avatar's Wrath. That's what it says. Can't attack or block. Okay. Sacrifice this aura, exile enchanted creature. Only during your turn. Let's look up the 4, take 3. Things are spooky. I forgot that it dealt 1 damage to them. Lands you control gain all basic land types and draw a card. That seems like a Hail Mary. Yeah, okay. It was indeed a Hail Mary. Because she said, you think you're getting close to the end of Hollow Knight? Just hit the shrine that gives you the 3 Dreamers location and got the Dream Nail. I'm gonna pretend I know what that is, because I definitely haven't made it that far in Hollow Knight, and I probably should. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. Guys, do we think Earthbending's kind of busted? I think we think Earthbending's kind of busted. Let's see. Let us see. We got a 1, 2, 3, but our hand is kind of high-costed. You're very shocked you got that far? I guess... we do get to scry. I'll keep it based on the scry. That's gotta go bottom. Seismic Sense. Find a... just in case, I think we'll take the land, because we're already not being able to play the Raucous Audience this turn. When this dies, Earthbend 2. Now you're gonna race to finish before Thursday? Why do you need to finish before Thursday? Alright, they have like a... ooh. I'm like... pretty sure they have a Rocky Rebuke. I'm pretty sure they have Rocky Rebuke. Or a combat trick. Origin of Metal Bending, anybody? Okay. Oh, you don't want to throw two things in front of it. I'll Earthbend a mountain. I like that Exhaust came back. Actually, I'll Earthbend this. Yeah. That way, if they kill it, I get to scry again. Oh, Metroid is this Thursday. Is it because it's the 5th? The Boulder. Yo, the Boulder's in Rumble Arena. X is the number of creatures you control with power 4 or greater when the Boulder attacks. Okay. Interesting. Send in the team. Move to damage? Scry one? Listen, I think the Boulder will get over its conflicted feelings very quickly. I have 5 up. I cannot Earth Rumble and keep Homeboy alive. Do I... Okay. Let's see. I'll keep the land on... It doesn't matter. I'm probably gonna get rid of it. I have a instant sorcery in my bin. What if we get rid of the Boulder right now? Because if I think they have Origin of Metal Bending, that doesn't give hexproof, yeah? No. Okay. We'll do that right now. They have 6 mana. They have a Raucous Audience. Oh, they have 7 mana. Right. Mill 3, put a land from among them in hand. They're running Naya? Oh. They don't care about the white card? Oh, they're splashing then. Alright, what if we Earth Rumble? Hold on. Toph, land, Origin. Alright, Toph. We do want that back. I think we drop... That's a big card, though. This card. And I think we just have to pass? Right? Can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. So we'll block here, block here, block here. And they have Lightning Bolt or something. That can go bottom. Show me lightning bolt. No. Okay. I can't attack. I have to attack. Okay. Okay. Alright, I feel good now. It was dicey for a second. Show me Badger Mole off the top. Nope. That'll work though. Not you. This, because if they have an Ozai or something, I guess Ozai doesn't save them here. Ooh, we almost could have died to a riot, right? A creature with haste plus a riot almost kills us. Especially if the creature with haste has, what's the word? Has flying. You're betting the Ozolith went up in price because of the Dawn of Earthbending? No, the Ozolith probably went up in... Yeah, probably. Probably. Let me check the Ozolith stocks recently. TCG. The Ozolith. The Ozolith is actually tanked in price. Why is it telling... Hold on, let me check something. Let me turn off English printings. You can pick up a Japanese Ozolith for 20 bucks. But it being at like 40-ish is actually fine. Like it's par for the course. It spiked from 30 to 40 around June. Which we didn't know about Avatar by then, right? Or what Earthbending did? Because September was... I guess, when did we learn about the Unannounced Universes Beyond? Was that... We would have known about it by June, right? I think Final Fantasy did it. With Tidus. And some of the other things, is my best guess. You have 4 copies, because you ran Hydras once upon a time. The issue with 4 copies of the Ozolith is that they're legendary, and I don't know how I feel about having... Because, like, all of your counters die to a board wipe that hits both creatures and artifacts, and they go poof. Or, like, if they had creature removal, goes on to Ozolith, artifact removal, they go poof. Okay... I go first. Depending on what I draw, I'm gonna Shared Roots. I think. I think regardless of what I draw, I'm gonna Shared Roots, actually. I think I already said hello. It's a 1-drop? Well, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna Shared Roots. Shared Roots, grab Forest, Cycle of Renewal, sack Forest, grab Forest Mountain. Into Earth King? What if we just Earth King right now, actually? Nope, haha, just kidding. What if we... No. I'll just do this now. Sack a land, grab a mountain and a forest. Now we can cycle captive... Oh! I mean, if they tap out, let's just Earth King. Hehehe. Bear. If they spend removal on Earth King, that's fine, we have a 4/4. If they spend removal on Bear, I'd honestly prefer that. Crypt creature is +2/+0. Okay. Are there any 1-mana sack effects? Oh, they're getting rid of the Bear. They're absolutely... Wait. Hold. Because they're gonna sack a thing, right? Sack a thing, blow up a thing. Literal, yep. Sack a thing, destroy a thing. Okay. They hit my 4/4. No blocks, you're good. Do I... This is such a bad idea, but do I True Ancestry for a land? Nah. Let's cycle this. I should have done it with double red, that's fine. Play this. Play... Will size make sense still? That's fine. No attacks. I'm a little worried about what they're doing, though. If we draw a land, we can True Ancestry into Earth King, but we don't know that that's gonna happen. They know we have a Badger Mole. We could, if they pass, just... They might have Counterspell, right? Ooh, I think we have to do this now. Just a little bit too late, my guy. 3-drop. That's a 4-drop. If they have removal, we just have it, right? Or they just have it, right? Thinking. This is weird, but we didn't make our land drop, so I'm gonna get back the forest. This is very strange. Yep. Yep. Yeah. I think we need to still save this guy. Whenever you attack, put X counters on the thing where X is the number of things you've sacrificed. Actually, no. We won't. But we still just die. We die if they have removal. But we have to hope they don't. Right? Oh, if they have another card draw spell, we also die. Oh, no. Because they get their second card draw this turn? Okay. We're probably dead, is what I am saying. Because we have to sack Badger Mole here. Buzzard Wasp gets bigger. They have guaranteed lethal in the air next turn, even if they don't have removal for one of my creatures. Yeah, good game. That was some good, that was some good stuff. The sacrifice deck is kind of cool. I didn't know it would have had legs like that. Plus Knowledge Seeker, like... I did not realize that Fox would slot very well into that. Growth Spiral, cast Everflowing Chalice, cast Ozolith, spam Mistcutter Hydra. Is this on, like, turn 2 or 3? Because... yeah, I guess it'd have to be turn 2. Turn 2... no, it'd be turn 3, because Growth Spiral only like, gives you 1 land drop, and you couldn't kicker Everflowing for 2. Okay, okay. To be fair, 60 card tabletop Magic is a crazy format. This feels like a very bad hand. Yeah, we'll go to 6. This is fine. We'll drop Badgermole. Badgermole or Riot? We'll drop Riot. Ooh, I like these lands. The space lands are really cool for Magic Fraternities. Counter my things, would you? Uh-oh. I'll Forest Cycle, why not? Whenever you cast non-creature spell, make a clue? Uh-oh. It will exhaust. How bad? Oh no. Oh no. This is fine. I can't attack. Take 10? Yeah, sure, why not? Ah.
That's rough, buddy.
We just died. Oh, I didn't realize you had extra text. Yeah, whoops. I'll die to a 3-1 on the air. Whoopsies. It was indeed the quenchiest. Somehow I got mana screwed in a deck that pumps out lands. I stumbled on like 4 or 5, and it just... yikes. Earth King is crazy though, as expected. I I still think Riot's a good combat trick. I'm still not gonna do anything. I'm still gonna jam like this. Hold. Trust the process. Attila de Blas. Alright. Let's not do anything on 1. And find a 2-drop on a 3-drop on 2. Yeah? That's what we're gonna do. And then we're just gonna crumble to like a crazy aggro deck. Uh-oh. Yeah, we're actually gonna fold to these guys. Uh-oh. That's fine. Because we'll top deck a Toph right now. That is not a Toph. Essentially the deck list you used to run casually while you're in high school. I think you've done that before, but I'll take a peek again later. Okay. Go until you hit a non-land card. What is this? You cannot cast Boomy Bash. You can put Boomy Bash into hand, though. My turn. Actually huge. Scry. That can go bottom. Earth Rumble. Fights this. It's literally what you could assemble with what you had access to. Sometimes that's all you need. This gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Hey. That can go bottom. We have better cards that we can get. Oh, they did put a lesson in their bin, though. This is true. I will keep making this Vigilant 2/2. Where you go? Magic was not very accessible until, like, 19. Yeah. That makes sense. I mean, I'll block it. Like... Oh no. Anyway, I would like it back, please. They're kind of stuck on lands. This creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. Okay. Oh, you can do the thing. So this is gonna be a 1/1. That's gonna be a 2/3. I'll draw a card. Another one. Go get a land. I think I'm winning. I think I'm winning. I don't know if I'm winning anymore. I might be winning. We'll see. I still don't know if I'm winning or not. 3, 6. So they can deal 2 to me just by that. 4, 8. Ah, okay. Yeah. Wait, why did they concede? They didn't even see what they got. What if it was a kill spell? If it was a kill spell and they got rid of the Sabertooth Moose Lion, then Sparky Boom Man I'd have to double block, or... Yeah, I don't think they should have scooped there. Wait, flashback. How did they flash that back? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They would have had to do that on... combat. Okay. So they, like, put it on the stack but conceded or something. That was weird. So they could have done that, but... Huh. Alright, one more win, we can do this again later. One more win, I will do this again later. Gonna head home, take a nap, go hit stuff with your very new expensive hitting stuff gloves. Well, good luck. Oh, we got a pimp named Slipback on our, one of our last games. Ooh. I like this. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, stay warm. And try not to have too much friend grish. I'll cycle this. Play it for a sec before us get a thing. Sure, your go. Now I feel like waiting. Now I feel like waiting. I do like the fact that I have a reach Death Toucher now. I do like that quite a bit. Hey. Hey. Stop that. Whenever you cast a lesson and gains lifelink, that is fine. I don't think I'm too perturbed by that. I'll discard Seismic Sense to get that back. I will decline. I'm good over here. I like the little airbending animation. Oh, it's gone. Because I clicked on it, it is gone. Neat. I can exile Aang. And just cast this guy? I like having Toph in permanent exile zone. I like that quite a bit, actually. I do kind of have Reach and Death Touch. You might kind of want to watch out for that. The crazy thing is I can toff and exile something at instant speed. Well, not at instant speed, but like, you know what I mean. I'll block that. See if I can find a thing. It's pretty good. Land for turn, scry one. How to start a riot can go bottom. I think I will still decline to discard a card. You know, I will. I'll get that back. I still think I'm gonna get rid of this, actually. You'll airbend the guy. That's crazy. Recast him? Alright. They gave up. They said, nope. Too many good rares. They didn't even know about my second Toph. Which I'm glad I did not discard. They airbent their own thing. I might have just let that go. I guess, like, my thing is not really good to airbend, right? That at least makes sense to me. So I can understand why they're like, ah, yes, I will airbend all of like tokens that are being made and stuff like that. And it was just not the right deck for that. Again, I really like holding on to Seismic Sense. Depending on what they play, I think we're cycling still. Yeah. If I had another land, I would consider not doing this, but I'm gonna do this. We'll grab 2 mountains. Untap another thing, pay 3 and tap a thing. That happens. Yeah, we'll play Toph. I'll drop this Bender's Water skin to get that back. If they tap down my guy, I'm not, like, super perturbed. Oh, they could attack and then in combat do that, right? Ah. That's cool. Target creature can't block this turn. Would you like to pay all of your things to tap down all of my things? Alright, play a land. It's a lesson. Sack a forest. Whoops. I earthbent that land. That's awkward. I'll sack a mountain then. Seismic sense, dig deep. Yeah. Play a 5/6 or yeah. Okay. No text. Your go, opponent. Ty Lee is interesting. I'm not gonna block Ty Lee just because of the prowess. Prowess firebending. Oh, they are going off. Now I'll block Ty Lee. Don't think I won't. Oh. Wait. There. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I like it. I'll go with. They can tap down my board, though. This might be a huge swing for them. No attacks. I realize I don't have much way to gain life in this deck. Actually, they just can swing out for a lot. We might die here. This was a risky play. What are you? Return instant or sorcery from graveyard to hand. Destroy target land, creature, or non-basic land. You didn't need to do that. You had the mana to just swing through. They missed out on 2 points of damage there. Yep. You got it. Well, Earthbend 7. Exile Ty Lee? No, I need to get rid of Deserter's Disciple. I have to get rid of Deserter's Disciple, right? Pay 1. Activate only during your turn. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're just gonna pass. We're gonna pass. We can exile whatever they target or something. That can go bottom. Sure. They're out of mana. What if we Metal Bend? Or if we Zuko's Exile hit... I think we have to hit the Disciple, right? Okay. Huh. We're in a very awkward spot still. What do we do if we just pass? Take that out while we can. And still very risky. We are fighting for our life over here, by the way. They can put Kyoshi back into my deck, but I think I want that. So they're kind of fishing for answers now. So they can tap down one thing, and one thing can't block. Search for land, trigger some prowess. They still can make one thing not block. And no matter what, I think I have to sack... Okay, they're passing. Cool. Bitter work. Make a guy big. Combat. Attackers. Send. Draw a card. Tap Kyoshi for 5 green. Audience? Earthbend. And then cycle. Earthbend. Sack Mountain. Grab a couple lands. Pass? We're in a very precarious spot, but I think we're stabilizing. Okay. If you cast them, make a copy. Okay. There certainly are. Now we need to figure out how to get rid of Aran and Shaw, ×2. Because they absolutely can kill us in the air with that. I think we need to get rid of 2 of them, actually. Or player removal? The math is weird. Okay, 5, 9, 13, 14, 15. It's a lot. Shared roots. Earthbend. Go to attacks. 9, 13, 15. Nope, 17. Seven. Math is very weird here. But I think we got there. That's huge. 5, 9, 10, 11. It's gonna be very close. And I think they need to block with Ran and Shaw. Both of them. Okay, that was so close. Oh, because we were absolutely dead to dragons in the air. I think they had to block with everything to stay alive? Yes, okay. My heart. It was very, very tense for a second. But sometimes math is just for blockers. The fact that you can activate the Bitter Work at any time during your turn, not just at sorcery speed, is super cool. That saved us that game. It didn't save us the game, I guess, because they were at 5. The Earthbend only did 4. But, like, it was... If they had blocked with Ran and Shaw, just one, it would have been lethal. Actually, even if they blocked with all, was it lethal? Because that was 5 overkill damage. If they blocked with a single Ran and Shaw, it would have been 1 overkill damage. Yeah, they would have needed to chump with everything. We're gonna mulligan. This is bad. This is also bad. But we get a scry. So it'll be fine. Right? What's the worst gonna happen? Not Grand. Alright, we need something that's not that. That can go bottom. I would like a 3-drop before turn 4. They put a Grand in the bin. An Otter Penguin. This is ramp. What does this do? When you draw your second turn, this creature gets +1/+2 and can't be blocked. I think we need to fight Grand. We'll fight Gran. Gran fought. Okay, Earthbending Rumble Arena is really cool. I really like the fact that you get to scry. This was a spicy pick, even though I wasn't sure about it. Ah, Esper. This is a very vigilant land, yes. What? Alright. Show me Quench. No Quench! How close are we to dying here, though, is the question. Assuming Bosco lives, we can Kyoshi. They've shown us they don't have a counterspell. Maybe that's what they had? Yeah, he's pretty good. Huge. Are you gonna use removal on one of the cards you already used temporary removal on? That feels bad. I will attack and get a land. A forest. How do you feel, opponent? Are you gonna Watery Grasp a third card? So you can pay 5 and shuffle it back in. Ah! And just make a 1/1. Earthbend this. It's a 7/7. Land for turn. So I can bring a permanent back. How dead am I if I do this? Creatures you control have base power and toughness until end of turn. They can make all of their creatures 5/5s, 5, 10, 15. 9. Math is for blockers. 13. I'll just send in the 9. Dig some deep for a creature. That's a pretty good creature. Now, outside of some crazy card, I think we're fine. I think we might be fine. Is it other creatures or creature? Among creatures you control, okay. Yeah, I would have super died. I forgot about the fact that they could play a land and make them all 6/6s. I don't think they swing with Katara if they don't have a plan. Activate only during your turn, so that can be done at any point in time, too. Okay, that's fine. I might have jumped the gun on the riot, but like, what am I gonna do? Get one permanent back, make a clue. I can make another Bosco, make another bear. This is a waterbend, right? Yeah. So they can shuffle a bear back in. But the wall top sentry changes the math. It gets me a life. Oh, they can they can bend the battle fan too. And X can't be 0. Top one, bottom the other. Mongoose lizard. See if they get greedy. They did. They tried to go for a win. I don't know what they had on top of their deck, but they got super greedy there. I guess they needed something crazy like a board wipe to win. Alright. Alright. Draw 3 creatures your opponent's control, get a little minus. Easy 7-2. Easy 7-2. Let's open our packs and then we'll call it. Got a mythic. Hakoda, Earthen Ally. The Earth King, put in some work that game. Toph put in a lot of work that game. This card was interesting. I choose a creature, airbend all the other creatures, so exile all other creatures. And until your next turn, opponents can't cast spells from anywhere other than their hands, which means it turns off commanders, it turns off some exile-y things. Tiger Seal. So we got a bonus sheet mythic. Hi, Dockside. Look at it. Look at it with like the basic frame. Book 1, Water, Chapter 9. Aw, man. Aw, man. Alright, that's what we're gonna call the stream today. We had a pretty good draft, and we got a couple wins with Iroh. Nothing crazy, I think it was like 3, so. But I'll be back on Wednesday with Rain World. We're working our way through the last campaign, which sounds like there's a couple different endings we might run through. But until then, stay safe, stay warm, stay sane. I'll talk with you guys on Wednesday. Thanks for dropping by. Take care of yourselves, and always remember to tell the people you care about that you love them. I'll see you later. Bye.